On my first ever day of university, I made my way up to level 6. Seeing a few familiar faces from orientation definitely eased the nerves quite a lot. My first class as a university student was TEAC1038 Literacy and Numeracy for Educators. I wasn't entirely sure what to expect for the outcome of the subject and assumed it would regard how to teach literacy and numeracy in the classroom and different techniques that work best. This wasn't exactly what the class was about. I actually found it to be one of the most challenging classes, but this class opened my mind up to just how often literacy and numeracy is used and its impacts on the world. The first thing that I learnt from the subject was how literacy and numeracy is used in everyday lives, making it an essential skill for everyone to learn and understand. This really opened up my eyes as I was blissfully unaware of how often I use these skills that I had been taught throughout my schooling journey. I believe being given this insight has made teaching the specific skills in literacy and numeracy a lot more meaningful. As I completed the modules, I began gaining new literacy skills such as academic writing, critical thinking, summarizing, questioning, evaluating sources to determine if they're credible, and digital content creation. I was a bit nervous at the start about the numeracy side, as I associated it with mathematics, which is definitely not my strong suit, but again, to my surprise, this subject made numeracy fun and taught me how we use it in our everyday lives. The skills I picked up from completing the modules and attending the tutorials included measurement, estimation, spatial reasoning, patterns, fractions, and calculations. These new skills I previously mentioned I had developed provided me with a lot of confidence going forward with my university journey, assisting me to get to the end goal of being a teacher and completing my studies to the best of my ability. Going into uni, I was not entirely sure of how to write an academic piece or how to properly reference. This class assisted me with the tools and support of how to accomplish academic writing, finding the right resources, sentence structure, and introduced me to critical thinking, which aided in completion of Assessment 1, Personal Log, 2, Case Study, and 3, Reflection, helping me to be more observant about my learning and how I can take these skills with me into my future teaching practices. Since learning more about numeracy, I definitely feel a lot more confident teaching numeracy and understanding the importance of it and how it affects our way of life, having now a better understanding of how to interpret maps, measurements in all different forms such as distance, time, and metric units. Having almost completed the literacy and numeracy module, I will take these newly learnt skills with me throughout my university journey and into the classroom when I become a teacher, assisting me to be self-sufficient and a lifelong learner. I will continue to use my academic writing skills and critical thinking for note-taking and assignments to ensure I am getting the most out of my education. I will also ask more questions during my future subjects to ensure I am doing all modules and assignments correctly. Having this newfound knowledge of how we use literacy and numeracy, I will integrate the practicality of these skills into my classroom by using realistic scenarios and explain to my future students what they will need these skills for in the future and how it will better their life.